Hello. It's a blasted phone again.
Hello?
Darling?
Who's that?
Don't you know your own mother?
Oh, not at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh, darling, I'm sorry to wake you so early, but I wondered if you knew what day it was.
Tuesday?
Tuesday? It's Friday.
Oh,
Ah, but what particular Friday?
I don't know, Mother. Yes, I do. The Friday my mother woke me up in the middle of the night to ask me what day it was.
It's the 22nd.
Oh, the 22nd.
Your wedding anniversary. Your 8th.
Well, it would have been... You see, you're not supposed to have wedding anniversaries when you're divorced, Mother.
Ah, yes, like, you're not quite divorced. There's still the decree absolute.
Well, what do you want me to do? Run round and scream happy anniversary, darling, through his letterbox?
George would be thrilled.
Oh, of course he wouldn't, Mother. He never liked anniversaries even when we were married.
Why?
Oh, because he always forgot them.
Well, then why didn't you remind him?
Did. One year I even went out and bought a record of the anniversary waltz. And I'd played it 8 times before he started stammering and shuffling and saying, why hadn't I reminded him? We always had the most frightful rows.
Well, play it again tonight and have a little drink together and, well, reflect on the past and the future. Now, you do want to spend your future with George, don't you?
Do I? No, I don't think I do, Mother. I really don't think I do.
You know, Susie, I think that this is one anniversary that George will remember. He's probably quite misty-eyed at this very moment. Was that the bell?
Yes, Mum.
Well, that'll be him, laden with flowers and forgiveness.
Oh, well, more likely the postman laden with bills.
well, anyway, go and answer it quickly, darling. And Susie, let me know.
Bye, Mum. Oh, George.
Your bloody phone woke me again!
I'm bloody glad!
Morning, Mr. Bassett.
Morning.
Oh, dear, you sound a bit down in the dumps. Is the traffic bad?
My dump started long before I hit the traffic, Liz.
Not Mrs. Bassett again.
I'd rather not discuss it if it's all the same to you.
Oh, sorry. Well, let's see if a nice day lies ahead, shall we?
Yes, let's.
The 22nd.
22nd. Very good start, Liz, yes.
22nd wedding.
Wedding? Whose wedding?
Oh, no. Sorry again.
Right.
That's next year.
Right, let's move on.
11:30, funeral service for Sir Charles Clark.
I wonder if you could find anything a bit more cheerful. You think you could find something a bit more cheerful in there?
Yes, I'll try.
Right.
2:30, the dentist. I'll cancel the dentist.
Yeah. Tell him I've got toothache, will you?
Shall I represent you at the funeral?
I think you'd better, Liz. I mean, we were never very close, were we, Sir Charles and I? Not after that unfortunate incident with the lift doors.
I'll order some flowers. What message would you like to send?
You going to the shop next door?
Uh-huh.
I think I'll come with you, Liz. I'd like to send a personal message. I mean, particularly...
After the lift doors. Alice, Mr. Bassett and I just going next door to order some flowers for Sir Charles's funeral. Take the calls, will you?
Right.
And perhaps you can set this unfortunate day to rights with a cup of strong black coffee, or perhaps something stronger.
They're not open yet.
OK, black coffee.
Come on, Susie, give us a bit of a smile.
Huh?
Well, you've just made me draw a dirty big black cloud in the middle of my Sunny Southsea advert.
Oh, I'm sorry, John, but today happens to be my wedding anniversary.
Wedding anniversary? I thought that was all over by the shouting.
Yes, and he shouted at me this morning.
Well, if you will live, hugger mugger.
Hello, graphics.
Mrs. Bassett?
Yes?
Oh, hello there. It's the telephone engineers here, madam. You rang us.
Oh, yes, I'm having trouble with my phone. Every time it rings, it disturbs my next-door husband. My ex-door neighbour.
It disturbs who, madam?
The man next door. And as we're not particularly good friends, it means I'm getting a lot of complaints. So, do you think it would be possible to lengthen the flex so that I could have my phone on the other side of my bed?
Oh, yes, I'm quite sure it would, madam. Now, let me see. I don't think I can manage it today. How about tomorrow?
Oh, well, I'm out during the day. It wouldn't be possible during the evening, would it?
Yes, I'm quite sure it would. Now, let's see. You're Wellington, aren't you? Now, today I'm in Tapling up until 5:30. That's very close to you, isn't it? Well, how about this evening?
Fine.
I'll see you later, then.
Any time after 6. Bye.
Hello, Mr. Bassett's office.
Is Mr. Bassett there, please?
No, sorry.
Is that his secretary?
No, they're both out buying flowers.
Oh, well, when he returns, would you be kind enough to tell him that I have gone to a great deal of trouble with the GPO? Buying what?
Flowers.
Mr. Bassett and his secretary are out buying?
Flowers. Who's speaking, please?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Thank you very much. Tell you what, John. How about letting me have sunny South Sea and you can have my lumbago cure?
Any calls, Alice?
Just one. Some woman going on about the GPO.
GPO?
Have you been making obscene calls?
I haven't even bitten the postman. A GPO, a woman, you say?
Well, a girl, Mr. Bassett. Quite a young voice.
Really? Well, if it's anybody I know. Actually, it's ages since I had any female company. I'm getting out of the habit. Do you know what I'm going to do tonight? I'm going to take a lady to dinner. Yes, I think I'll go to Mario's, a little place I know. It's tape music and soft light of food. Quails, eggs in aspic, duck in orange sauce, and peaches done in brandy, all washed down with a bottle of bubbly. That can't be bad, can it?
Marvellous.
What do you say, Liz? Yeah. Hello? OK, Peter. I'll be straight up. OK. Well, see you tomorrow, Liz.
Tell me honestly, Alice, do I look like a fella?
Your lucky night tonight, Rita. Blast.
Happy anniversary, George.
Hello?
Hello, Linda.
Yes?
George here.
George?
George Bassett.
Oh, Poochie Bassett.
Yes, Poochie. Listen, how are you?
Fine. How's the gay bachelor life?
Oh, it's gay. You know, it's très gay. Look, I was wondering if you were doing anything.
Doing anything?
Yeah.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Sorry, Poochie, I'd love to have seen you, but I got a prior engagement. I wouldn't say he was Mr. Right, but he's a very superior Mr. Wrong. That's funny, I thought you were... And I've been meaning to phone you. Anybody new in your life? Oh, no. I suppose not if you're phoning me. What about new neighbours? Anyone nice?
Well, just an old trout.
Oh, Poochie. Another night, eh? I mean, you're not far away as a crow flies.
No.
Trouble is, I don't often travel by crow.
Hello, George.
This morning your telephone, this evening your record player. Will you please let me sleep? Excuse me. I don't know whether you noticed, I was passing through here just a second ago. And I happened to, what's all that about? Well, you look like flavour of the month, I mean. What have you got all that on for?
Well, I just changed.
Well, I'm sure you did. I mean, you don't wear that sort of thing at the office. No, what I'm saying is, why do you have it on at this particular moment?
Dinner. For dinner.
Oh, you're going out for dinner, are you?
No, I dress for dinner.
You dress for dinner?
Yes.
Here?
Yes.
On your own?
Yes.
Oh, that's reasonable. No, that's reasonable. Yes, the full lot for a plate of fish and chips. Have you got the butler to bring it in on a silver salver, have you?
No, I just feel that dressing for dinner is civilised. That's all.
Oh, wait, no, this is something new, isn't it? No, because I remember when we were married, sometimes you used to sit down for dinner in just a bra and knickers.
Yes, well, we're not married.
And in those days, I think we used to call it supper.
No, George, you used to call it supper. One of the reasons why I found it impossible to live with you was your total lack of breeding.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I am now trying to introduce into my life a little sophistication and elegance.
Oh, I see. Yes, well, of course, you'll be cooking in that, will you? No, silly me. Of course not. You've got a whole kitchen staff through there to bring it.
I'm also introducing into my life all the things I've always longed for. A little chaise longue there.
Where?
It's ordered. And a little marble coffee table here for serving...
Coffee?
Coffee after a superb dinner when the ladies retire.
Yeah, where are the gentlemen at this time? Locked in the loo at the back there?
I have also ordered a tiny pianoforte.
You haven't got room for a mouth organ.
And I shall probably throw musical evenings.
Well, don't throw them in my direction. I still haven't recovered from that bloody phone call this morning.
Your phone goes too, you know.
Not at 7:30 in the morning, and if it does, you cannot hear it in here.
So what do you suppose that is? Scotch mist?
Hello?
Oh, Mr. Bassett, it's Liz.
Hello, Liz. Will you marry me?
Yes, thanks very much, Mr. Bassett. But, look, I've been wondering all day if I ought to have told you. It's your wedding anniversary.
Pardon?
Well, I mean, I know you're divorced, but living next door, well, Mrs. Bassett might appreciate your remembering.
I don't think Mrs. Bassett will appreciate I think she's forgotten herself, Liz.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. Thanks very much for ringing. Look, I'll take you out for dinner some night, OK?
Lovely.
You've forgotten, haven't you?
What?
It's our wedding anniversary. You've forgotten all about it.
No,
No, you never even mentioned it.
No, I didn't mention it because
you've forgotten all about it. Now, come on. I mean, all that rubbish about dressing up for dinner on your own. Oh, that's it, isn't it? You've got somebody else coming round for dinner.
No,
on our wedding... They're very nice. Somebody else on our wedding anniversary. Well, you wouldn't catch me inviting somebody else out on a day that brings back the sort of...
You always hated
Don't
that...
apologise. It's all right now. Have a wonderful... You're divorced now. You can do anything. You just have a wonderful time this evening with your boyfriend. I'll be next door, you know, on my own most of the evening, reflecting on sad memories.
Get knotted!
Oh, it's the GPO.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Do come in.
Thank you.
Very nice on our anniversary. Very nice, yes.
Come upstairs.
He hasn't had time to get his shoes off yet.
My bedroom.
Yes, I know that.
Yes, I bet he does. Times have changed. It took me 5 weeks to find out what kind of soap she used.
It's all right.
Idiot. Just the sort of giggling fool she would fall for.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No, I can manage fine, thanks.
Oh, that's marvellous. Hello?
Hello, is that Mrs. Harvey?
Who?
Could I speak to Mrs. Harvey, please?
Well, there's no Mrs. Harvey here.
There must be. She's waiting for a call from me.
Oh, look, what number did you want?
Wellington 834.
Yeah, well, this is Willington 834.
Good. Could I speak to Mrs. Harvey, please?
Look, I've already told you that there is no Mrs. Harvey here. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's all right, but I am having a bit of trouble.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to need me big screwdriver, and I must left that behind me on the last job.
Oh, well, I don't think I've got such a thing.
Oh. Oh, well, I'll manage.
Hello?
Is that Mrs. Harvey?
Look, you have just rung this number, and I told you there was no Mrs. Harvey here.
No, Mrs. Harvey?
No.
Could I speak to Mr. Harvey, please?
Oh, really?
No, I'm afraid I am going to need me big screwdriver.
Well, I suppose I could borrow one from next door. Unless you'd like to borrow it from...
Next door?
Yes.
Oh, sure, I can handle that.
Thank you. Well, there is just one thing. He is a bit, well, don't be put off by his rather strange behaviour.
All right, I got you.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello, I'm ringing on behalf of a Mrs. Harvey. Have there been any messages for me, please?
Yes?
Oh, hello there. I'm sorry to bother you, sir, but I've just come from next door.
From next door?
That's right, sir. And I was wondering if you could do me a great big favour.
Oh, I should think I probably could, yes. Come in, will you?
Oh, thank you.
Yes, do sit down.
That's very kind of you, sir.
Look, you don't mind if I ask you a personal question, do you? You know, man to man.
Oh, no, sir, no.
Your first time next door, is it?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it is, sir. Actually, my mate has been there, but, well, he's been transferred, you see, and, he explained the setup to me, and he asked me to sort it out.
You've sorted it out, have you?
Oh, yes, sir. There's no trouble there, you know.
Really? Look, do you do this sort of thing a lot?
Oh, yes, sir. Every day. Except on the weekends, of course.
Well, you have a rest at weekends, do you?
Rest? Oh, if you can call it a rest. What with a wife and 3 kids?
Three kids, eh?
That's right, sir. Boys, all of them. Oh, there's no holding them down.
Just like their daddy, isn't it? It's all right, I'm just having a little talk to your boyfriend.
He's not my boyfriend. He's
I'm the GPO.
extending my cable so that my telephone doesn't wake you in the morning. He came to borrow a screwdriver.
I'm so sorry.
Well, that's all right, sir.
I've made a terrible mistake. I do apologise.
Well, I just...
Look, can I offer you a drink or anything?
No, thank you, sir. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I'm a very happily married
man. Yes, I know. Yes, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Well, if you could just lend him your screwdriver.
Yes, of course.
No, I don't think so, madam. I don't think I can handle this job. In fact, I'll get the office to send my mate Len around in the morning. He's a judo black belt.
Yeah, by the one, I could have done him permanent damage there.
Did you, really think he was my boyfriend?
Is that Mrs. Harvey?
Well, I'd better go and see if he's all right, hadn't I?
Yeah, well, come straight back, will you?
What for?
And then we can celebrate what's left of our anniversary.
Oh, sure.
Sorry. Listen, shall we go to our favourite restaurant? What shall we have for a first course?
Oysters?
Yeah, well, I thought perhaps for the main course we could have some oysters and, what if they make oyster pudding?
Well, I'd better go and see if he's...
My anniversary. Hello? Hello, Mario. Hey, George Bassett here, Mario. Yeah. Listen, can you do me a special favour tonight? Well, I want a nice table. You know, perhaps the one in the corner, and with the candles, you know, the full thing, and a really nice bottle of cold... What the hell are you doing?
I felt so sorry for you all alone with only an old trot, so I cancelled my date. What about our table for two?
Listen, darling. Since I rang you, my wife called round.
Where'd she come from?
She's next door.
You mean she's the old trout?
Shh. Yes. And I'm taking her out for dinner, you see, and I'd appreciate it very much if she didn't know that I called you today.
Why not?
Well, it might ruin a beautiful divorce.
Blow your divorce. What about my dinner?
Well, I'll get you another dinner another time, darling. But she's going to be back in a second. Now, listen, leave the talking to me and just play it dumb, right?
Yes.
And in second thoughts, just play it straight. All
Yes,
right?
Poochie.
Don't call me Poochie. Hello, there you are, darling. This young lady's just lost her way. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that a shame?
Isn't it?
So what I was doing, I was just going to get my map, and then we'll point her in the right direction, and then off she'll go.
I just had a thought.
I thought.
Why don't I phone the place I'm going, and they can give me directions, can't they?
Well, I'm sure that if I just showed you on the map...
I'm hopeless with maps. Why, I can barely read the one on the underground.
Well, now, look, Linda, I'll show you how to read it. It's
I've told you, unless there's a great big arrow and a sign saying you are here.
Sit down, darling. I'll get you a drink.
Could I have a drink, please? I've been going round in circles for hours, just a little one.
Well, as a matter of fact, it is our wedding anniversary today.
Oh, really? Oh, marvellous. You better make that large one, then. Tell me, how many years are you celebrating today?
Well, just at this precise moment, I'm not celebrating anything.
Oh, should have tight, darling.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
same for me, please.
Now look, as I said before, my ex-wife, my wife and I, are celebrating our anniversary, and as much as we appreciate your problems, I would appreciate it if we were on our own. So here's the map.
I've told you.
Which I will draw a large arrow. Here.
Even so,
I will also mark the nearest telephone boxes in case you should get lost in the first 100 yards.
But
And here's some small change which will fit into those very same slots. Please don't bother to return any of these things.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you get home safely, and thanks very much for being so understanding.
Not at all. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good night.
Good night, Georgie.
Alone at last, darling.
Georgie?
How's your drink? Listen, I'm sorry we don't have any champagne, but I booked the restaurant, and we should be there in about an hour's time.
She called you Georgie.
Yes, I meant to ask her, what did you pop home for?
And you called her Linda.
Is this for me? This present? Is this for me? Happy anniversary, George. What a sweet message that.
And you did once boast about the friendship of a girl called Linda.
I think I know what this is. It's a tie, isn't it? You've got me a tie. That's what it is, a tie.
In fact, I seem to... a real little sex pot, you used to call
It's
her.
a lovely tie.
I seem to remember that on evenings when I
really
felt
is.
like sleeping or just reading in bed,
the
I was
nicest
often
ties.
compared to Linda. Most unfavourably.
But shall I try it on? I think it might well go with this...
All that hurt indignation because you thought I'd invited somebody else round on our anniversary.
Oh, well, that just proves how much I feel about you.
And when all the time you'd already invited somebody.
Oh, that was different.
Why?
She couldn't come.
was your old Linda, wasn't it?
Listen, darling, look, let's forget about it. It's our wedding anniversary.
Well, from now on, George, the only anniversary I want to remember is our divorce.
Oh, I'm sorry, my car won't start.
Oh, dear, how awful for you. Never mind. I'm sure George would give you a push, wouldn't you, George? By the way, we haven't been introduced, have we?
No.
George?
So sorry. Susie, this is Linda, my ex... Susie, my ex-wife.
How do you do?
How do you do? Don't you think you ought to offer Linda a drink?
Yes, would you care for a drink, Linda?
Gin.
Good.
Forgive my asking this, but did George by any chance invite you out to dinner tonight?
Yes, he did.
I see, you see, as a matter of fact, he also invited me out to dinner.
Not tonight.
Yes. So I think George had better take us out to dinner. Both of us. Don't you think?
I think that's a very good idea, Susie.
Oh, look, darling,
Well,
I
George,
think...
you did invite me out to dinner, didn't you?
Well, yes, I did.
And you invited Linda out to dinner.
Yes.
So presumably you booked a table for 3. So hadn't you better go and confirm it?
Right.
Thank you, George. Of course, you knew George before we met, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
What was he like then?
Ah, very nice.
Yes, he was. He was very nice when I met him. Very open.
Open, yes.
And reliable.
Shy, even.
Yes, he was shy. He still is shy, you know.
Oh.
Almost timid. Like a little mouse. Or shall we say a rat?